The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Well, you pull on up there. There's the abandoned rail yard. Well, I say not abandoned. It's not quite abandoned. It is still in use, but intermittently.
Reduce it, abandoned!
Is it currently in use?
Well, you're really asking two questions there. The first one goes back to 2025. The Fourth Corporate War was officially over and had been for about a year, but reconstruction efforts were not exactly prioritized in the Night City area, as the NUSA was still acting awfully predatory about it. Recently nationalized Militech was making aggressive moves around the border, and of course the SoCal area, with the Los Angeles Metroplex being in such a disarray and also affected by the red skies, had diverted a lot of the NUS's resources to there. Humanitarian efforts were also not very welcome, and Arasaka recently just kicked the right the fuck out of the NUS, and also the Free States, at least officially, wasn't able to leverage its assets or manpower to do anything about fucking anything, really. Scavengers are on the rise, and reclaimers were still trying to do stuff, but a lot of people still were getting fallout poisoning. Strontium-90 was affecting a lot of things, so the use of the heavily armored trains saw a brief surge and increase as nomad groups took over organizations such as Oro Combinat and things like that to utilize these more protected assets to move goods and services into and out of Night City. But that also increased the amount of attempted raids, and where was the best place to do that? This rail yard. You couldn't use Night City's rail yard so much because it was badly damaged and downwind of the blast. So, is it still in use now? Yes. Are there people actively unloading a train or whatever here? Well, yes and no. You would have to be closer to identify exactly what they're doing.
Okay.
I hope I didn't waste too much of your time with the brief history lesson.
No, I like it.
I realized that was 20 years before we are currently set in 2041. But the understanding of why a place like this might be busier than it would have historically been, or existing at all, is kind of important. In fact, this is the very place that you steal a train from in 2077, but it doesn't have that much of a run-down look. It's a bit crisper, but not entirely. It's weather blasted. That's what it is.
Yeah. As opposed to almost just absolutely abandoned. So it looks like there's some activity.
Maybe we should get closer and see what's going on.
Yeah. I'm gonna find somewhere to hide the car.
You pull up to the front gate. The security guy is just like go like tap on the window. He's just like, Vincent Straker.
That's me.
Yeah. We've been expecting you. Actually, we've been expecting you for 2 or 3 days.
Oh?
Turns out maybe you're just not that committed to your woman, huh?
Oh, no, it is a haunt.
You can park up around the side there. Should keep your car safe from any of the flying bits.
No, thanks. Appreciate it. Anything else before I park up, or?
No.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Head over to the central tower to get started.
Color me curious.
Is he part of this?
I mean, he's a
I'm here.
Me, but I don't know how much part of it he's allowed to be.
You might need the help.
Pull the car around.
Just see him pulling the car around. He said it would keep the car safe from the flying bits.
Yeah. I assume he means flying debris.
How's your armor jack?
Well, you're really asking two questions there.
You see, this armor jack was produced.
I am. It's not in the best of condition.
Do you have one of your spares?
The spare is, I believe, in the shop getting...
Right. I don't think you'll fit mine.
Yeah,
You could
in
give
fact,
it
the
a
other
shot.
one's in 3 out of 12.
It also wouldn't be here, it would be back at home.
Yeah. No, the other one is, I believe, in getting fixed.
Oh, I mean my spare ones, because
Oh,
I
your
ended
spare
up
one.
with a bunch.
'Cause it's actually the better one that's in getting fixed. It's the one that's 12 instead of 11.
I have a
Like
whole
the
extra
Ravens one?
full repaired light armor jack. But it would be back at the house. Need to get some more so I can like have the spare in your car, like in the boot. And you could have one too.
Those rich fucks with our spare armor jacks just in the boot.
Well, they're only 100 idiots. Get on that grind set.
Yeah. Park the car up there and then exit and head over to... I imagine there's an obvious place I'm supposed to go, or...
You sit over
Here's
by the central tower.
the central tower, I told you.
Yeah.
It's very obvious it's central in the tower.
Okay. I'll head in that direction then.
I'm going to start keeping an eye out.
There's a corporate executive type there, and like a tidy but not extravagant, like pencil skirt and like a corporate blazer.
Oh.
She's holding a tablet, and she has like tech frames but no glass in there.
I've got to get those. We can get those. The Jensen style ones. I've got to get those. Just reminded me.
She's like Vincent Straker.
Yes, and you are.
I need you to just sign at the bottom here.
Yeah, yes, and you are.
I cannot disclose that until you've signed.
You can't even just give me your name.
I'm afraid not.
I'll read what she's holding in front of me.
Okay, it's pixelated.
You can see what you were trying to read on the dub.
I'm not citing something that I can't see what is.
Well, then I'm afraid your adventure ends here.
She wouldn't have you sign your life away.
I guess I just have to trust her. Okay, I'll sign.
Thank you. Right. She'll open up the container. There's a screen built into it. There's some like stuff on the little shelf, and she just walks away. And the screen flicks on, and there's Warrant Braunschweiger's on the screen. He's just like, "Hi, I'm Warrant Braunschweiger. You may have seen me in what the fuck was the movie's name? Guns and Steel.
Guns and Steel.
Guns and Steel. A high-octane action-adventure movie that is, I believe, one of your personal favorites. Well, today, you and probably your partner get to act out that scene, playing the part of me, only less awesome. But not much less awesome, right? Down there somewhere, I'm told that there'll be little headsets. If you put them on, you get the ARG experience. Don't worry, the crew and staff of this place, I believe it's the rail yard, are aware of what's going to go on, and they won't get in the way. The light guns can't hurt real people, but they will interact with the digitally created reconstruction of that scene. And you can see how difficult it is to be a badass.
This is awesome.
This is pretty... How did she swing this?
Eddie's talk.
Oh, she really...
I mean, maybe I owed a favor. Oh yeah, this isn't a recording.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's awesome.
well, it's like it's an honor.
Yeah, we met once. Remember the car?
Yeah, but still, this feels a lot more personal.
Anyway, enjoy the experience. Feel free to repeat it until you get it right. And I gotta go. Moves away from the camera, runs out the back of an aircraft, pulls a chute.
Oh, that was so cool. He probably deliberately got up on a plane just to do that as part of this.
Do you think there's someone there to sever the link, or can we just watch the inside of the plane for
We could
till it
could
lands?
just watch the inside of the plane and see what's going on.
If you want to do that, you can.
What if we could figure out where he's going?
I can see a little bit of
Well, where he was going.
sky and
I
clouds
believe
in
it
the
is,
background.
in fact, Nairobi.
You can see some sky and clouds in the background. Now, if we can match that cloud formation,
And I'll get Babs on the line.
We match the cloud formation and the apparent time of day. We can get an idea of where it'll be. This is how we.
taxpayers'
This is how we
money
found
hard at
Shia
work.
LaBeouf.
Taxpayers' money well spent.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
I'll go harm and get Seawolf warmed up. We'll go get him.
Seawolf does have an effective range, you know.
Oh,
Besides which, she's actually busy right now with Marvel.
Well, I guess we won't entirely hijack this whole thing for
I've already got the
personal.
I've already got the screen sheet.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Well, I remember things from time
What do you remember?
to time. She lost. Oh, but that already happened.
How many will be like?
Results
Last
from
time it
losing
was
the
caramel,
race?
this time it was milk.
No, not the milk mine.
You don't mine milk. You pick it off the vine fresh. You're going to hire seasonal milk pickers. It's a lot of kids' first jobs.
You gotta grasp the milk vine between your tits and yank apparently. I don't know.
I think on my lock screen I have at least one picture of someone who is capable of doing that. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's premium milk picker right there.
Premium milk picker. Premium milk picker,
There's
Lisa
another one.
Steele. Oh, tasty cakes with milk. Sweet. So we got the
Headsets on.
headsets
White guns.
and the light guns.
Is there anything else on the little shelf?
Nope.
Okay.
Now, I assume I need to make a concentration check to
remember how
much of this movie scene, action scene as possible. Did Warren in the original movie, because I don't imagine I need the memory roll for this, having seen it, did he have a partner in that scene, or was he soloing this moment?
Yeah, but the partner was a woman.
Okay, you get to be the woman.
You remember her, the dark-haired woman. The dark-haired woman wore a cat suit unzipped to her navel. No, it didn't have a zip above the navel.
Concentration.
But it somehow still stayed together.
Yeah.
Glue, I don't know.
The breast tape. Real thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. 15. That's the concentration.
You remember that in the movie, he parked where you'd parked and had to go through the containers where ninja assassins tried to kill him. And then he got onto the second story of that tower, went through the window, like kicked through the window, got in, and went up to the top, but the objective wasn't there, like the briefcase that is the prize of the movie. It wasn't there, and the bad guy was just like, ah ha ha, mine is an evil laugh, I'm already escaping. So he grapple guns down onto a train and then has an exciting train top fight, kind of like in Bushido 10. But and then he fights along the train, and swings into the front where the main bad guy is, and they have a fight, and then he kicks the bad guy off the train and he gets the case.
Okay. Let's try and reenact this possible. So first we have to go from the car into those pipes, and then we'll be attacked by ninjas.
Alright. I haven't fought a ninja before. Well, maybe I have. I don't know if he was a ninja.
Okay, let's do this. So like
Right, with the glasses on, you can see and hear things as though they were really there, although because of the technology, it's got scan lines and that, so you can tell they're not real people. So you're not in any actual danger of mistaking a real person for the illusion. There is also no haptic feedback, except in the gun. It will have a little kick in it when you shoot it. And for your information, the guns are the equivalent of very heavy pistols, so you can use the handgun skill to fire them. But I recommend you use the skill in the list and not actually
to resist ammo.
Okay, so it's the first part.
Now, while the headsets and that are like sky blue and stuff, the guns are like that, when you put them on, you now see each other and the things like chroma keyed out. So the guns are like cool like revolvers. Yours is like an automatic, like a Desert Eagle style thing, but just like a little more cyberpunky.
And then obviously with the scan.
And you look at him and he's got sort of like Warrant Braunschweiger-y, but in scanline form. And he's, except for his 2 extra arms, which are just normal barrows, he looks like the brunette from the film, but with a mustache and a hat.
Wow, barrows, you're looking good.
Yeah, you too. I'll attempt the sexy pose.
Boner confusion.
Barry's looks down, he's like, I can't see my feet anymore.
How do people do this?
How does Lisa do this? It's weird.
They scale it up, Lisa wouldn't be able to see her legs at all. Alright, let's roll.
Yeah. First back Django?
Right, so you guys run into the pipes. Yeah. And then like the music is just like and you hear it from further down the pipes. And 2 digital Kawasaki ninjas approach and they go and turn into robots.
That is not what I thought you meant when you said a ninja.
They bring out like katanas, and the katanas go like with the saw blades around them.
Oh my god!
The music's just like.
I need to watch this movie.
You fucking do. In my mind, it's like everything you want to be in. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if that just happens?
Just in it
in this film. There's 1 each. Oh no! And you get attacked. We're in combat.
Take him.
Music from No Retreat, No Surrender. When just ordinary things happen, but the music's like. And it's just like, okay, hi, how you doing? It's so fucking great. The film is so bad, but I'm so happy just watching this piece of shit.
Going on a 12.
I mean, I was just going to alternate each. Like, his opponent for him, you, and their coaches. So.
Okay, then.
Right, so we'll let you go first.
On the first shot.
10 to a 10. 34.
Now time for the 4 damage.
You just roll 46.
Well, you should be able to use the combat to do damage because it won't shoot ammo.
Oh yeah, it's this Wow, okay. 26 critical injury Frickin' fake gun Vince is better than real gun Vince.
The ninja's head explodes off of its body as it crashes back to the ground. Its own sword flying, spinning through the air and landing right in its penis bulge.
Yeah. And then I do a combat roll and roll back up with the gun pointer because he did that.
Yep.
Even though he didn't need to, but it's cool.
Yep, you can do that if you roll cool. Whenever you need to do the cool thing, you have to do cool check.
Cool thing.
Yeah, he does that. And you notice you get points. It goes.
God, it's a Sierra game.
It's a reference to that little tune that some Sierra games would play. I think that was the Leisure Suit Larry 3 one. Because I couldn't remember the Police Quest one.
It wasn't that. It wasn't as long as that one. It was just a few notes, as I recall, right?
Yeah. Which is weird because I just like watched a guy play through all of the Police Quest. Well, not all of them, on 4. But definitely the Police Quest reputation for like super accurate police procedure only comes from 3. Like 1 and 2, they're so inaccurate it's not funny. It's like 3 is a bit more accurate. Although I do wonder what part of police procedure is when you just go into the women's locker room and frisk through all their stuff because your partner's a bitch.
Our partner is a bitch.
Because your mother's a bitch.
I'll run forward a little bit and do the like significantly less cool weird thing that the female action stars will do in the lower buttons. Like take up that like weird cop shooting, you get like down on one knee and then point the gun and then shoot. 22.
Can't tell.
15 points of damage.
Blow up one of the shoulder guard things. And then he gets closer and it swings in with its melee weapon.
Roll!
I'm gonna yell out, John, if you want to replicate the movie, you're supposed to get half of your top ripped off at this point.
There was 17 on the evade.
You hit.
Yeah, I'll rip half of my top off.
Now remember, don't actually take damage.
Yeah.
Now yes, your clothing takes 11 points of damage. Now suddenly your cat suit has like a large section of like the shoulder, the sleeve is gone here and all across there, and it's just like barely over the.
I give him a thumbs up. Perfect.
You know, like sit up with the holding like just a little bit of the clothing there.
And your counter attack is.
Fire another shot with one hand because I have to keep the tiny semblance of modesty I still have. 21
Damage?
No, that was to hit. And then 16 damage and a critical injury.
Yeah. It's a couple of shots like Pierce here, and hits the energy core, and it's going like.
Roll out of the way, Joe.
You lose a couple of points because, like in the movie, she actually used like kung fu to kick the robot away.
Okay.
She did that thrust kick that like female martial arts characters like to have in those action movies. It would knock it further down the thing. But you didn't do that. You lost a couple points.
I remember that. I wish I had Taekwondo for that scene.
It doesn't matter if you have it or don't. This is a digital true version of it. You just go through the motions. If you do it well enough, then it goes yes. That's correct.
Okay. I'm gonna get to the tower.
Right. Get out the end of the pipes. There's the tower there. But there's also, now this is the bit that you didn't roll high enough to remember. There's on the ground. The ground is being ripped up by this fin as the land shark is ripping up ground as it snakes towards you. It bursts out of the ground, its huge teeth rising up, its big biceps bulging as it holds two Uzis. Swings out of the ground, its teeth stretch apart as it gets ready to bite you with a cigar just like tilting down out of its teeth. Its sunglasses glint in the light. Its second other head like looks at you and it's going like, yeah. You've only got moments to react.
They leap out of the way, yelling, "How could you possibly forget about this?" And
I don't know, it wasn't a particularly memorable part of the movie. No, I don't say that. I actually don't know now that it's appeared.
It's because the train... Okay, like, spoiler alert, the train has two sports teams on it. The Swedish bikini team and the Korean bum bum.
17 on my athletics roll.
I used evasion and I rolled a 1 into a 10 and got a 6. You'll have to rescue the damsel from the swole oozy.
You got a what, Vince?
It was 17, I'm just going to check the... It was, yeah, 17.
You like launch out of the way. The land shark gets her. It's like got her in its teeth and it starts diving into the ground again. But now, having done the evasion thing properly, it set you up for the thing that he did, which was...
Did he use his grapple gun to grab onto the tail of the shark so it couldn't dive back down?
That's exactly what he did.
So 30.
Yep. That grapple gun snakes out there and hatches onto the land shark's tail, preventing it from diving into the ground. At which point the jerk causes her to fall out of its mouth. And of course, the next thing she did was... Okay, well, try to think about the tropes of like female characters in 80s action movies. So she's naturally a mechanic because they all fucking were.
They all...
And like usually has like some kind of heavily belabored and only pays off in a very minor way special surprise secret thing, which is actually kind of really variable. But I'm just leaving it open to you to decide what that was.
She jammed something in between its jaws to stop it.
Yeah, some like strangely large, given that you don't see it in most of the movie, like wrench or something.
Yeah, oversized wrench that she pulls out of her tits for something.
And puts it in there.
Yes.
In this case, I would mechanically just use like a shotgun or something to have something put there.
No, even funnier, it's a monkey wrench, so she puts it in there and then goes...
That.
Yep, the rust orange and yellow striped monkey wrench goes into its jaws, and you...
But once I've got it there,
You'd have
I require a basic tech check.
It's going to be one of the tech checks to do the cranking to
yeah,
to widen it.
16.
You crank that thing open. One of its heads is...
Get it? Name of character that Warren would have in the movie?
Sid Guns.
Sid gun.
Get it, Sid?
Okay, so I'm going to have to make a cool check, because what I think would happen was that he would retract the grapple gun, launching himself onto the other head. So that would be cool for us. 13?
Yeah.
And then a athletics to do the launch.
That sounds about right.
10. Best.
It's not the best. Did you want to spend a point of luck?
I will if that's all it takes to get back
Launch yourself over there and you slam into the back of its head, which forces the other set of jaws to clamp down extra hard on that grenade it was pulling. And the grenade explodes as it crashes into the ground. the other hand, it's helpless to do anything. The jaws are wedged open. He rides it like a ski to a stop, and he gets up and he's just like,
Everyone knows the two-headed shark's weakness is the sound of a grapple gun retracting.
Everyone knows that.
Right there, Barrow.
I'm good.
Good.
I definitely need to see this movie.
Oh yeah, it's the best. Well, okay, third best overall. Best he filmed here.
yeah, Night City Nights started off well and it ended exciting, but most of the middle was just talking. And like, Slade Ashton's kind of funny, but you could tell he didn't want to be doing the sequel.
Night City Nights too.
Yeah. No, it was another Night City Night.
And that's a pretty good name for one.